was a fast hour.
Yeah, it's just yeah, sitting here. Then it's like whoop. All right, so
Lou,
is
you
it
gotta
being
pay your
done?
internet bill every month.
Look, I pay my internet bill. Okay.
Or
All
shut
right.
it down.
Let's see. Okay, great. So let me just make sure that is all correct. All right. So we were. I think we were doing your constructs turn.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
And just to be clear, the ones with the runes on their heads that you were saying, they
On
are the
their
magic casters, right?
the runes on their pelvis.
Yeah, the runes
So
on them.
those are these four. You don't. They just look like normal skeletons. You're not sure if they're casters. They're the ones that are non-hostile right now.
But that one does not have it, and he's looking pretty hostile.
The one you put your construct in front of does not, and yes, he looks hostile.
Okay. My construct is then. The heck? There it is.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can you tell about those two guys? Who are they? How do they look? I mean, what do they
Yes,
look like?
those do look hostile. Here, I'll give you a better picture of them.
They give caster vibes, I'm assuming.
They haven't started chanting yet, but maybe.
What about their like armor or weaponry? What does it say? Like robe.
Let's see. They have scepters. It doesn't look like they have much in the way of armor. Just kind of tough, like their bones look thicker than normal bones. I guess they would have kind of robe-like clothing on, so maybe they're casters.
We shall see.
But yeah, what do you want your construct to do?
He is going to multi-attack the one right in front of him, and he's going to slam him twice.
Alright.
And I don't know why it's whispering that.
Oh, that's one of the options. That's by default for monster tokens. Here, I'll fix that.
Okay.
Alright, should not whisper stuff anymore.
All right.
Alright, so 16. That will strike the AC 14 creature, the skeleton in front of it.
I'm going to do 13 bludgeoning, and then he's going to make another slam attack on him.
Okay. Why is this not whispering? I swear to God, everything in my thing is not working today. Alright, sorry. Alright, so second attack. Alright, so he took 13. Go ahead, take your second attack. Several of his bones crack from the impact, but the 7 unfortunately will miss on the second attack.
All right.
Alright,
And that is going to be the end of his turn.
Okay, so the next up is going to be Kaladin. What do you want to do?
Okay, so at the beginning of my turn, spend a focus point and channel the elements. Start weaving my water whip.
Okay.
And as my bonus action, I will activate the Eldritch Maw. So then the whip sort of gets this like black inky color to it with the Eldritch energy and stuff. And as my action, I will Elemental Burst. So that's 2 focus points. And it is a 20-foot radius. So should I pull a spell effect out for that?
Yeah, sure.
What's a good spell effects? Where do we find that? I see a 20-foot cube, 20-foot radius right here. Okay, so I should be able to hit.
All right,
I would like to.
Like here.
Well, something. Can I can't move it through the wall, but basically I want it to hit everybody but the construct and the purple guy. Yeah, sort of like that.
There?
So like it's hitting. Well, yeah, that would actually work. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
All right, so you send in a focused burst of energy. What element is it?
We'll do thunder just to be safe. So it's like a like big sonic boom.
All right.
And it does 3d8.
So the first guy. It's a
I'll just
dex
roll the
save,
damage,
I
and you can-
assume.
Yeah.
All right, so the first flaming skeleton is going to fail, taking 14 thunder. Which is going to wound him. One south of him.
Who is that, by the way?
Yeah, I'll give you a picture of him. So he is going to make it with a +0.
But I think it's half. So 7.
So this one is a more armored skeleton, wielding a blade. Alright, so he took 7 points of damage from that thunderous blast. Alright, so the skeleton here is not even going to try to dodge and just is consumed by the blast and is going to explode himself, forcing more saving throws.
Ooh, that's a chain reaction.
I'm just wondering if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
So
I think that's a
this
good thing
guy
considering where he blew up at.
is going to try to dodge. He fails, so he takes another 19 points. The mage is going to try to dodge that. He is going to pass, taking 9 points of force. This guy, which I haven't rolled for yet, is going to explode, forcing more saves. So this guy tries to dodge that blast. He is going to make it, but what's the damage on this? So that's going to be 6 points of force damage to him. The knight is going to try to dodge. He's going to fail, so he takes the 13 as another energy effect hits him, putting him to 2 levels of wound. This guy here I'll do next, because this is going to chain. So he's going to burst. Actually, let me finish this guy's effects first. So this guy up here, the other knight, has to dex save. He's going to make it, so he takes 6 force. This guy south of him, who is already wounded, is going to try to dodge. He fails it, so he is caught in the blast, taking 13. And your construct would have to make a dex save. Actually, 2 dex saves, because he's within the 15-foot radius of that.
All right. Well, he has a +0.
Oh, 3 dex saves because of this guy. Well, we'll do first 2. Alright, so he fails them, so he takes 13 and 19 force damage. Then you'd have to make another dex save from this guy down here.
All right. Let me -13. -19.
And unfortunately, I think this one that he failed is going to kill him. Yeah, so that would be another 13 damage, which is going to take him out. but now these two have to make dex saves. The third guy. This guy fails, so he takes 13 and is at 3 levels of wound. Now this guy. Dex save. He's going to fail, so he takes another 13, putting him at 2 levels. This guy pops, so this one up north has to make another save. Dex. I think this is it. Okay, so he would make it. So there is a lot of confusion as just explosions start ringing out all of the room. So he takes another 8. When things clear up, several of the bones are down or badly wounded. Unfortunately, the construct disappeared as well. So that, I believe, is it for the construct. Or Kaladin, you're still going. That was your action. What else do you want to do?
We
No,
know
that's
how to
everything.
make dex saves. Are we out of it?
Hmm?
The ones closest to the door, are they further enough away from us?
Oh, crap. I'm so busy trying to get that all done. Yeah, you guys have to make 2 dex saves. Luckily, those blasts weren't that big. They're just 13s. Or 13
I think
radius.
Nell needs to make only 1, right? If it's 15 radius.
Yeah, so Nil would be 1, and you would be 2.
Okay.
Alright, so Nil, you would fail, so you would take the 13.
Okay.
And Robert, you would fail 1. Make the other, so you would take 8. All right, the other
And
one would be
can you
half.
tell me
So
only the one? Can you how much damage would I take from the one I failed?
So you would take 8 and 6. 8 is the one you failed. 6 is the one you made.
Oh goddamn! But okay, I'm not gonna take the one I made because I'm gonna use my reaction for shield mastery, and the 8 I'm gonna take.
All right, so that gets rid of half damage from a dex fail.
It gets rid of all damage on a save. Let me link it to.
Take a
It
reduction.
kind of give me evasion for reaction.
Oh, so if you make the save, you can basically take no damage. Is that what that means?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, that would be the 6 then. So you just take the 8. All right. So Kaladin, you see all these explosions happening. Your front line kind of hit with some force blasts. They seem okay though. It's still your turn. What do you want to do?
That's actually going to be the end of my turn. I did my action and my bonus action, so.
All right, Grinkle. What do you want to do?
Okay, well, I think he did everything, so we're good.
Oh, and you would
That
notice
kinda changes
now
what I was
this
gonna do.
this pillar in the center of the room, which was kind of was not glowing a moment ago, is now glowing with a dim light. There's runes
I think I'm
all
just gonna do
over
the
it.
same thing because there's still a few guys in there, and I can't see over here, just in case there's some guys over there. Let's just do it anyways. I don't have many area of effect. If it works, it works. If not, whatever. I'll still give you guys some stuff. So we're just gonna hypnotic pattern the room. Blue.
Okay. So you
30
attempt-
should be able to hit pretty much like everything.
So you are attempting to cast hypnotic pattern. Alright, so they need to make wisdom saves.
Unless they're immune to charm.
Yeah, unless they're immune to charm. Alright, so the first guy. Let's see. wisdom. So he, what's the DC? 15?
Yeah.
Alright, so this first guy makes it, resisting. The flaming skeleton. Check, is he immune to charm? He is not. He would fail, becoming charmed.
Nice.
The other Stonebreaker. Wisdom save. So with a -1, he is going to fail, becoming charmed. The other
Nice.
flaming skeleton.
Mhm.
He is going to make it with a +2. And finally, the other knight. He's going to fail it. This guy again has a +0. So it looks like you charmed a couple of them. 3 of them.
And then it
Anything
looked
else?
like, because from where I am, I can only see this guy that didn't make it, correct?
Yes.
Or that, sorry, that
He did
passed the
make it.
check. He's not charmed.
Yeah.
And
I
this
still
one.
have the beguile. I can't see anybody else. I only see
Okay.
those guys from where I'm at.
Alright,
But just
so you're
before I
going
get
to-
on the guy that made it, made his save, who
Mhm.
this guy up here, we'll try to charm him again.
Alright, so you attempt to affect him with a different charm, another wisdom save. Oh, and he
Or
is gonna pass it again with a +2.
Ooh.
So
Alright,
he,
nice try.
he just kind of stares at you with his cold, dead eyes.
You like that? You feel like you like me now?
Alright,
And he
anything
just
else?
stares at me.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just kind of stares.
We're gonna Mantle of Inspiration. I'm gonna roll a D8, and then they get double that temp HP.
Okay.
And then if you want, you can use a reaction to move. Right now. And this goes for everyone else but me.
So up to your charisma modifier allies, you can affect with this.
Fine, that's just 4. Just 4. Everyone but Carter.
Sorry, Carter.
Sorry, Carter. D8. Oh,
Alright, so you each get 2, and you
Taking
can
the ball.
move if you wish.
and then if you guys want to move, yeah, with your reaction, you can do that right now.
Those of you who still have your reaction. Mark yourself
Why-
as concentrating, Grinkle.
Why is it but Carter? If you cannot affect yourself, then this would include Carter.
I have 4.
Everyone but Rob, sorry. Rob has used
Oh,
his
I-
reaction
1, 2.
Oh, my,
Oh, yeah.
my stuff.
Oh, but the temp HP I can only give to 4 people, so I'll give.
Okay. You have 40. Okay, I thought you had 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now, if you guys want to move, you can with a reaction. And then
Alright,
I will
so-
move.
That's gonna end Grinkle's turn as he moves.
I'm just gonna move. Get back here a bit.
The
Some
flaming
concentration.
skeleton
I think Grinkle should concentrate.
is gonna hurl some flames at Grinkle. So he his eyes burn with fire as he points a finger towards Grinkle. Flames
I'd
appearing
like to
on
use
his
warding flare.
his
that
scepter. Yeah,
Kind
sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, cool.
I do.
Alright, so you attempt to use warding flare, however the creature's too far away and nothing happens. There's just a flash at 30 feet. And he is still going to shoot
Have any
you.
cover here?
You do have some cover from your allies, but it says your AC
Some
is
big boy.
14.
That's
So-
correct. Yeah.
So I think he is still going to hit you, even with the cover.
Oh, well, I don't know what he rolled.
So he is going to blast you for 8 fire on the first attack.
That.
Luckily, your temp HP, the energy you had on you, is going to kind of coalesce and block it, so you take nothing. Though your shield is
Yeah.
severely weakened. And he's going to seem annoyed by this and do it a second time. this time, even though Nil couldn't blind him, being in the way, the cover he provides saves you, as the creature rolled a 15, just barely missing you.
Ooh. Thank you, no.
That's gonna end the creature's turn.
Thank you
Carter
for just
goes.
being big.
Okay. Carter
I think
will.
people should roll concentration for that damage, right?
Oh yeah, you have to do a con
Okay, yeah,
save.
that's a 10, eh?
Yep.
Con save?
Yep.
Oh!
You wouldn't believe it.
Oh no! Alright, so that does break your thing, huh? Alright, so these guys suddenly shake free of the charm.
Damn.
Alright, go ahead. What's Carter doing?
He can move through his ally, with difficult terrain, correct?
Unless his ally says you can't.
Will they let?
I assume
Will
they
Nil
would
let me
let you
through?
pass, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 15. Oh, I can't move him now. Wait, hold on. I got him. 20. Okay, now I got a better look at this room. We have guy I don't want to hit over here, and guy I do want to hit over here. He will stand here and he will dodge his action.
Alright, go ahead and mark him as dodging. Nil, what do you want to do?
Okay. I'm going to walk forward 5 feet. 10 feet.
Who use for dodge?
And I'm going to use my last channel division. Oh no, one channel division, one after this. To do turn undead, steer undead.
Alright, so you blast them with holy energy, forcing some saves. Alright, so this one fails. Go ahead and give me a damage roll. What's he going to take? 14. Alright, so he is consumed. Yeah. This one back here, the fire skeleton, is also going to wisdom save. He is going to fail, taking 14, gaining a second level of wound as he starts to crumble a bit and become feared. Yeah. The Bone Breaker.
What does this say? This is fear, right? Okay.
The turn? Yeah, it's a, it makes them frightened and
No, I mean,
incapacitated.
this icon means feared condition.
Yes.
It gets frightened and incapacitated. That's what it does.
Yeah. I was gonna. I mean, I was just gonna remember they're incapacitated because when they're turned, yeah. So this guy is going to make it with a -1. He rolled very well. So nothing happens to him, right? Or does he take half damage?
No.
Okay. So the other fire skeleton, struck with your Holy Fury, Thur is going to fail his dex save. Or sorry, his wisdom save with a +2. So he takes 14. Giving him 1 level of wound and he becomes turned. And finally, the guy back here was a lot of AoEs this fight. He's going to fail with a +0, taking 14 and also becoming turned. Alright, so anything else, Nil?
No, so I'm just gonna take one step back here to the door and then use Healing Word on myself as my bonus action, and then I'm done.
Alright, so the Skeleton Knight is going to move over. Where are you? You're there, so he can't get any closer, so he's just going to move over here and cower. The Bone Breaker is going to move forward approaching you. And he is going to use his multi-attack to make some longsword strikes on you. First one, you are going to parry your big axe. Second one, 21, I think, is going to hit you.
Yep.
So you are struck for 4 slashing. Luckily, he does not roll very well.
Okay, and because of my special splint mail, it is
And you have 2 temp HP from me.
-1.
Alright, so
Yeah.
you take 3.
Yeah.
And that's it for the Swordbreaker, Robert.
Okay, Robert moves in,
Yeah.
looks at all of this, and says, like, okay, guys, looks like we're doing pretty well. And, let me think. I think we're in good condition to just kind of, yeah. He will stay here just to avoid them going back for the casters and unload on this guy. Let me see if I'm gonna. Okay, so I was here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I have enough movement because I was here. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move 20 feet here to have flanking with Nil and do 2 attacks on him.
Alright. So you rush in the room, moving around to gain flank. 29 will strike with the first attack.
Yes. Yes. Second. So that would be like this. I'm gonna re-roll this one.
Alright, so it seems to be resistant to slashing damage. How does it feel about fire? Oh, no, fire is normal. So it takes 7 and 4, 11 points of damage as your sword hits it. Also, the bones, being as hard as they are going to give your sword a -1 penalty for striking this thing, as it seems to mess up your sword a bit.
Does it matter that the sword is magical?
Let's see.
It's kind of like I thought that the sword of that quality
you are correct. It is a non-magic, or it is only for non-magical. So your sword's okay. So never mind.
Right. I was about to start kicking him with my hands. Or I mean
Then your
legs.
hands just get worse.
Yeah, well, that's
your
okay.
hands just start breaking.
I just want my sword to get. Okay, then second attack. And second attack.
Oh, alright. So, unfortunately, maybe the hardness of the bones kind of threw you off, and you swing wide, missing.
Okay, and then I have 10 more feet of movement left that I will use to jump back here.
Boop. Alright, so you jump back to over there. Anything else?
No.
It's the flaming skeleton. This one is going to move here. You can't really do anything else. Do they get a save at the end of the turn with the new turn, or is it just, again, for a minute?
If creature fails, it is frightened for 1 minute. For the duration, it tries to move. This effect ends if it takes any damage, or if I take incapacitated or I die.
Okay. Right,
Doesn't
so yeah,
fear
there's
the condition like end if you are out of sight of the creature?
not normally. That's a spell thing. There's,
Oh, okay.
There's spells that do that. It just means you don't get the penalty if you're out of sight. Unless
Understood.
I'm wrong. I guess I could read the thing that popped up. While the sorcerer's sphere is within sight, yeah. And you can't move closer. Alright, so yeah, he's going to stay there and kind of cower. The Skeleton Knight is down, so new round. It's going to be Calroon again. Unfortunately, your construct kind of blew up, but you know, these things happen.
Yeah. And these guys are feared, right?
Yes.
So they're really not going to be too much of an issue unless if I hit them. That guy right there. You know what? Should I just fireball in there?
Always.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and fireball in there. Does anyone else see Jonathan's 20-foot radius there still?
No, you might have to
No.
refresh. There's a bug with that. Sometimes things don't disappear.
All right, there we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to fireball in there. So it's going to be 20-foot radius. There we go. And is that hitting most of them?
Do
Uh,
you want to
if you
move
do it further up, do it 2 squares further up. Well, and another one. Oh no, that's fine.
So you could do this.
Yes.
You could do this.
Yeah, this one. I think the other one is. Otherwise, Kaladin will have nothing to do.
All right. So you're gonna do this.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that.
All right. So there is an explosion of flame. Oh, actually, hang on a sec. Oh. So, as the fireball flies in to explode, you would see this pillar glow, and it seemingly absorbs your spell energy. Just sucks
What?
it in, becoming brighter. So it seems, for some reason, that pillar seems to draw in spells. Spell magic. Although it didn't affect that blast that the fire mage threw outwards. You're guessing it might just be like spell slot magic. But yeah, unfortunately, it seems to have negated the fireball. Anything else?
One of the few times I get to use fireball.
Bastards.
Because I stepped away for like 30 seconds. What happened?
The pillar seemed to absorb his fireball.
It ate it.
The energies were kind of sucked in, making this, making it glow much brighter.
That's how you power it.
Yeah, it
Then
might be
you know
powering
what?
something.
Then I'm going to use kind of weird, but I'm going to use stone cunning so I can have tremor sense for 10 minutes to make sure nothing's sneaking up behind us.
Alright, so you are feeling the vibrations in the ground. So far, nothing seems hidden. Anything else?
I shed a tear.
You use bonus action, cry a little. Alright. Kaladin.
It's too much economy.
I already used this action for stone cutting. You cannot cry.
You can't cry this turn. You're all spent. You prepare to cry next round. Go ahead.
Because of the boots of striding and springing, I should be able to use 10 feet of movement to jump 30 feet, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll move up to here. That's 5, 10. Another 10 to move 30 to We'll go right here.
Oh, and you know what? I completely blanked on the hypnotic pattern. That should have been absorbed too. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Everything's throwing me off today. All right, so you jump
That's understandable.
in.
Yep. So for this guy, I will hit him with a short sword.
Which guy?
This one right in front of me.
The downed one?
It says he's got 3 levels of wounds.
Oh, it has the X through it. Sorry, there's that
Yeah.
thing for some reason. I mean, I can just mark him as KO'd. He went beyond KO'd to death, which is usually the X through him, but for some reason it's appearing in back of him.
Then I will attack the mage.
Alright, so you whip your watery black arm back there, the
Yes.
cowering mage.
And because of the Eldritch Maw, I can actually make my weapon attacks at a 15-foot reach as well, while it's
Okay.
active. So it's a short sword attack. So like the whip basically grabs my weapon and stabs him. It does an extra D6 if it lands.
Alright, yeah, 26 would strike.
So that plus a D6.
Is that actually piercing damage?
It is actual piercing damage, but the extra D6 is force.
Alright, so it would do 4 piercing and 4 force, so 8 damage. Blasting him with your arm attack, and yeah, he is stabbed, giving him a 3rd level of wounds. Also breaks the turn.
And then with my second attack, I'll whip my arm at him.
Alright.
My water whip.
Yeah, 27 would definitely land.
And this is going to do basically all force. And this has the D6 included.
Alright, 14 is just enough to bring him down.
Shattering him.
He hasn't destroyed him, he's just down. Destroyed
Fair
is
enough.
different. Down is just like the bones are still there, so he could be reanimated or healed or something. Though you don't think that's going to be a thing in this battle. For undead, dying is just they're inert again, basically. Same with constructs.
Yeah. I used 20 feet, so I still have 25 feet of movement. So I will go 5 here, 10, 15, 20. So I'm in reach of both of these guys.
Yeah.
And I will use my nick attack. Since I used the short sword, I can now attack with the dagger. On
Alright, go ahead
I
and
will
link
target.
Nick.
Yes. Here, so it allows me to use the light property for free as long as I attack with a light weapon, which I did with the short sword. So dagger attack.
Yeah, 27 would strike that guy.
It's gonna do piercing and an extra D6 of force because of the Eldritch Maw.
Alright, so 12 points of damage as there's an explosive stab. Bringing this guy out of his turn.
And then I will use my bonus action to spend a focus point, flurry of blows. I will attack the mage.
Okay.
So here's first.
Oh,
That's
he's
a natural
going
one.
to sidestep that.
He doesn't stop.
Second.
Yeah, 22 would land, smacking him with the second strike.
It's
Another-
10 plus a D6 from the Eldritch Maw.
Is that going to be bludgeoning or force?
Force.
Alright, so he takes 10 points of damage, then another 5, so 15 force damage. Anything else?
Ooh, I think that's gonna be all.
Alright, Grinkle.
Okay, so magic's not working out in here, eh?
It seems like that strange pillar is absorbing spell energy.
Would that have absorbed my construct too?
Your what?
My golem, my construct thing?
I'm gonna say, I'd say that since it's a summon, it's not directly affecting, so I'll say that one through.
Okay.
And when you summoned it, it was not active because those guys around were still channeling, so they may have somehow was stopping it from At least that's
Oh yeah, and
that's how I.
the skeletons were still kind of active at that point.
There, something with cover, Lou. Like if you're right behind the guy, am I making this up? It doesn't count. Is that crazy?
Yeah, so the guy
is
in
that a
front, allies in front of you don't provide cover. Only allies.
No, but does this guy get cover from Rob?
No, because Rob's an ally, so he doesn't provide cover for anything.
Not allies. Okay.
You're like shooting over his shoulder, basically.
Exactly,
Yeah. Okay. Since we're no go with magic, we're just gonna shoot this guy. I don't know if True Strike would work. I don't think it'll really affect anything, so we'll try. True Strike in this guy. That'll be just if it hits.
Alright, so you fire over Rob's shoulder. 18 will definitely strike him.
Nice.
So that's going to be 10 piercing.
And then
So that would be 5 damage, as he seems to resist piercing. Giving him a third level of
then
wound.
I don't know if the True Strike Radiant works there. How that works?
True Strike. You can link the True Strike spell if you want me to read what it does.
Oh, it's not linked.
I thought True Strike made all the damage radiant. I might be misremembering.
That's an option. You can still choose to do piercing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to link it. I just did the same thing.
No, you linked it. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
So the attack uses your spellcaster ability. Yeah, and you can choose to make it radiant damage if you hit. So it gives you because you could use charisma for the shot if you use True Strike.
Yeah.
And you can choose to make it radiant, which you said it was piercing. Did you want to make it radiant?
Sure. Yeah.
Alright, so another 5. Alright, anything else?
Yeah, there's sneak attack on that. A rogue. I think it's just a d6, but it's not messy to do all at the same time, so I haven't.
Alright, so another 4 sneak attack. And is that it?
No, that's just my action. Then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do mantle. If we can't get a higher number this time. This will be for Rob, Kaladin, Nil, and Carter. 6 temp HP.
Alright, so yeah, 6, and you can use your reaction to move if you want.
Use your reaction to move right now. I don't know if Carter wants to do that either, Cal, but...
Sure. Yeah, he'll spend his reaction. And he gets to move his full movement.
Correct.
I think you full. Wait a sec.
To its speed without provoking opportunity attacks. And no opportunity attack also, Rob and Nil. You guys want to move around that thing?
So he'll back up Kaladin, because they're bros.
Yeah.
Alright,
And
so
then I just moved behind a bit of cover here. So like, yeah, here. Yeah.
Alright,
That'll be all.
so the flaming skeleton, at this point actually would have 2 levels of wound. He is going to take his flame scepter and swing it at Kaladin. Let's see. So the first strike, you are going to jump back, avoiding. He then rushes at you, rolling a 21 for the attack, which is going to hit. So he catches you kind of off guard with that one, bursting you with fire and bludgeoning for 5 and 3, so 8 total damage.
If it does bludgeoning, then I can deflect blows.
Alright, so you can deflect the bludgeoning. Is that what you're going to do?
I will. It should affect the whole attack.
Sure. Go ahead and do your deflect blows. Okay, so go ahead. How much do you deflect?
deflect attack is a D10 plus 10, so it
Alright.
deflects 20 damage.
So you would deflect the hit, kind of blocking it as he's about to strike you.
And I can redirect it if I deflect all the damage.
Okay, are you going to?
I think so. So I'll spend the key point, and it's obviously takes my reaction. And now he needs to make a dexterity save or take 2d8 plus 4.
Alright, so you reflect it back at him. A blast of ki. What's the DC?
DC is 16.
Alright, so he would fail.
So he takes 2d8 plus 4, so 8 damage.
What's the type?
The damage is the same type dealt by the attack, so basically bludgeoning and fire.
Alright, so then he is immune to fire, so I'll say he takes half damage. So 2.
Well, it'd be 4, because I did 8. It's not including the macro, but it's a 2d8 plus 4.
Oh, okay, so 4 damage. Got it.
My bad. Sorry.
Alright, no worries. Anything else?
That's just my reaction.
Alright, Carter.
Carter's gonna try to finish him off. I got you, Kaladin.
Alright, so Carter rushes up, going after the wizard, or the flame skeleton. He is going to dodge the first attack as he swings. Carter curses and swings again. 15 will connect on this one, hitting him for 4 points of slashing. As he seems to resist that type of damage, but that would put him to 3 levels of wound. Anything else?
Need to get me one of those fancy magical weapons. That's all.
You think bludgeoning might be more effective, but Nil, it's your turn. Are you there, Nil?
Yes, I'm just gonna true strike the skeleton in front of me.
Alright, so you raise your weapon as it glows with radiant energy. 18 will connect. Doing a lot of damage, which is going to shatter him. And is your weapon magical?
Yeah, +2.
Okay, so yeah, you completely annihilate him as your axe just goes right through him with radiant energy, cutting through the bones like butter.
That's so cool.
Alright, anything else,
Wait,
Nil?
No, that's it.
Alright, so the Skeleton Knight is turned. He's going to continue to cower. Robert, it's your turn.
Okay, so is this guy the only one? Okay, and this one as well. Okay, Rob will use 10 foot of movement to jump 30 feet towards here in one jump and attack this guy.
Alright, so you slash at him with flanking. 28 will strike him on the first attack. Cutting against the bones for 8 as he seems to resist slashing. That will badly wound him, though. It doesn't look like he can take much more. Yeah.
I'll do another attack.
16 will hit a second time.
I will reroll this one.
Alright, so you cut him for another 5 points. Oh, he's still up.
I will see. Oh, anyway, yeah, it's fine. I'll just be there. Yeah, I think I'm done.
Alright, so new round, Calroon.
All right. I am going to move up to here.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's KO'd. I didn't notice that earlier. I'm actually going to move to right here. And the guy that is almost dead, I'm gonna see if I just can't steal the glory for this one. I'm gonna use Ray of Frost on him.
Alright. So you fire a ray of frost. He does have cover from Kaladin, so you have a little bit higher AC, +2.
Does it get dispelled? Same as other spells?
You haven't tried casting cantrips yet, so you're not sure.
And this is an attack roll. It's different.
Oh yeah, 22 is going to strike him. As a bunch of frost energy hits. How much damage? 11. So he is struck for 11 cold. As he begins to freeze, he starts flaming much hotter, suddenly exploding in a violent burst of bone and flame. I need deck saves from everyone within 10 feet of him.
I am not helping this fight at all.
Here's Kaladin. Makes it like a boss.
Alright, you easily pirouette around it. It would be half damage if you made it. So it's 14 or 7. Or, you know, if
What's
you
the DC?
have 14, or it's DC 12. 14 or 7 points of fire damage. And, you know, unless
Carter
you
doesn't
have,
make it.
what's it called? Alright, so he would take 14, Robert would take 14. And actually, his
Forget about
buddy...
the temp HP.
7 because of fire resistance.
Alright, his buddy
full
is going to make it,
minus.
so he'll take 7 and be knocked free of his turn effect. Alright, so that is it for you, Calroon.
Wait, do I take half damage?
Yes,
made it?
unless you have, what's it called? Evasion.
I don't. So it would be 7 damage
Yeah,
for me then?
7 points of damage for you.
And this guy never exploded, right?
Yeah, that one didn't explode for some reason. He was turned when it happened, so maybe that was it. Anyway, Calroon.
Yeah, that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Alright, Kaladin.
Okay. I'll step around Carter, and finish this guy off with one of my cool combos. So we'll do short sword first.
Alright, so you send some short sword attacks. 14 is going to... oh, why is it? Hang on. What's going on?
This guy's armored, isn't he?
What's your AC, buddy? Yeah, so that is going to miss. AC 18 just dinks off his armor.
Alright. And then with my other arm, I'll do a water whip.
Oh, no, he's going to block that one as well with his shield.
Okay, then free nick attack with the dagger.
Oh, that's going to crit.
Nice.
And because it's a crit, that's 2d6. I made a macro, by the way, for my weapon. So this should duplicate the damage. Sorry, let me do the damage. No. I didn't do the crit damage, so it's another d8 and another d6.
Did you click on the dagger +1?
Well, I made a new macro for the Eldritch Maw damage, but it didn't.
Oh, if you click on the dagger +1, it'll crit with the dagger. Then you could. Well, I'll just use this. All right. So, what is this? Dagger. It's gonna be 12 plus 3/4. Then you get to roll another d8 and a
Another
d6. So, 25. As you cut him in one of his joints, maybe dislocating several bones. He is badly wounded. Anything else?
I might as well use my last focus point to Flurry of Blows as my bonus action, so 2 more attacks.
All right,
That
that one is
misses.
gonna miss and another
Oh.
crit.
That's a net 20 with disadvantage.
Is that gonna be bludgeoning or force?
Force.
All right, so he takes 11.
And that's
wouldn't
another
destroy him.
2d6 from Oh, if he's down, it doesn't matter.
So
Bam.
yeah, he kind of crumbles to bones on the ground, and I think that ends the fight. What do you want to do?
Well, that went as good as it could have, right, guys?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to this pillar and start kicking it and cussing it out.
All right, so you kick the pillar with all the runes on it, cussing at it. Arcana might tell you more if you care to examine it, unless you're just gonna be mad at it right now. All right, so the 13, it does seem
Oops.
like it is able to absorb spell energy, which is not something that you have seen before, at least not with any of the modern magical studies. Like most things will disrupt spell energy, like counterspell or dispel, like to dispel it, but you haven't seen anything before. Maybe besides like a ring of spell storing that actually absorbs the energy. Your guess is this might power something, but you don't know what.
My guess is somewhere here.
Yeah,
Like,
you would.
look at this thing on the floor.
Yeah, you would notice the runes on the floor there are glowing as well, and it looks like it leads up to the wall. Maybe
Is this a painting, guys?
there is a painting
All
over
over the
it. The
wall.
runes themselves go underneath the wall, though. It looks like there's a little space down there that the runes go into. You're guessing these go somewhere else in the dungeon to power something.
Okay.
There was some kind of lab table over here, which was destroyed in the blast. Doesn't look like there's anything left of it. And curiously, a fireplace burning up here. Though when you get closer, you notice it doesn't emanate any heat. It just gives off light.
Бывает, ничего страшного.
So what do you
Yeah.
want to do?
Вышел опять.
Can I
Kind of
take
like
the
loot
painting off
them
the
and get
wall?
the essence. Try to get what's in the room.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and get the essence from all these skeleton
Sorry.
boys.
Okay. So let's see. I'll start looking at their essences. Does anyone have religion training? 'Cause
I
these are.
do.
All right, so then you would get the bonus. I assume you're helping with collecting essence.
Yeah, I'll help
I
you.
also have religion.
Okay. So that's going to take a few minutes. Is anyone doing anything else? Or are we just waiting?
Waiting.
I know I'm collecting the essence right now, but I want to see what like this sand looking stuff is on the ground over here.
Give me a moment. Alright, so you don't see any essence on the skeletons that exploded, strangely enough. Oh, what is going on?
Probably their essence is all over us.
Yeah, maybe.
The ones that exploded. Rob will admire painting here.
I'll give you some stuff on the painting in a moment. So that's the skeleton knight, and one of the flaming skeletons exploded, so you wouldn't get that one's essence, unfortunately. But you would get the other one.
Okay.
So that's those are the essences you were able to collect. As for the dust on the ground here, it just looks like dirt. It doesn't look like anything too special. The painting does appear to be an art object. Do any of you have history?
Yes. Oh,
I do, yeah.
Okay, so then you can assess its value. So you guess it's worth about 200 GP and weighs about 10 pounds.
Would it fit into bag of holding?
Yes, you can put it in the bag of holding.
I'll add it.
Alright, so you take it down
Throw it
off
in.
the wall and put it in the bag of holding.
And what about the other painting?
Oh, right, there was that second one. Oh, and these are art
One more.
objects, just FYI.
Did you want me to make another history check?
You don't have to make a check. If you have history proficiency, you can automatically kind of assess ancient things for value. So that would be... Alright, so that's the other painting. You would know that Saint Delford is one of the more famous saints of Moradin. An old gruff dwarf man who accomplished a lot during the 12th cycle for the church.
Man,
And the Battle of... What is that? The Battle of what?
Garrickle.
Garrickle? Do I know about that battle?
It was just one of the famous skirmishes that took place between the Tharian and one of the orc barbarian tribes during the 12th cycle.
Cool.
Alright, so you took those two paintings. What else?
can I do like I don't know, hidden door check? Is that a check?
Was there
That's-
anything on the flaming skeletons? Not
Well, the one that blew up, I guess they would have dropped.
But on the remaining one.
So it would have had a scepter. Its robes would have been like
Oh,
burned up. The one that
On a scepter.
died would still have like kind of old tattered robes and a scepter as well.
Okay.
The
Scepter flaming by itself, or was it like his feature of the wielder that it was flaming?
It was a feature of him. It's not flaming now. Those could be sold as art objects, though. I think scepters are like 2 pounds each, so you might be able to sell those.
put in the
Well,
bag.
You said you were looking for secret doors somewhere.
Yeah, why not? We'll give it a secret door check
Where are you looking?
on the walls.
check the fireplace. This looks suspicious. Like,
Yeah.
why is it
Oh, okay. The
burning?
fireplace. Sorry.
Wait.
Oh, you actually mean like is something in this room or? Sorry. I'll take out this fireplace.
All right, so you are doing a perception check on the fireplace. Go ahead.
Perception. Yeah. Not bad.
All right. I guess you could use investigation as well. So you don't
Can
see
I help you?
anything out of the ordinary other than the fact that the fireplace is not giving off heat. What did you say, no?
Can I help with the fireplace? I have a
Sure, so if you
perception
want
check.
to come over and take a look, that would be a perception check. Alright, so Nil, you are kind of examining the fireplace when you notice hidden behind the flames, kind of in the upper right-hand corner of the fireplace, there are some buttons. You know, not being
No,
too
there's nothing in there.
not being too
Nothing in
afraid
there,
of
man.
the flames, even though Crinkle really doesn't want you to look for some reason. I'll say you
Don't
kind
go
of
in there.
stick your head in, unburnt, and yeah, you would see some buttons with markings on them. Do you speak Dwarven?
I do not.
Alright, so you would not understand the markings.
Do we have a
Can I
dwarf?
point them out
Oh no,
to
patchwork is that?
Calorie?
I speak Dwarven.
Jesus.
Alright, so you motion for the wizard to come over and take a look, and the
Wizard.
buttons are labeled as fire, ice, and wind. Looks like some kind of elemental markings.
Ooh. How to die.
But no
I push the wind
explanation.
button.
You push the wind one?
Yeah.
Alright, the wind one
Okay.
lights up.
Yeah.
Nothing seems to happen, though.
Keep going. Keep going.
All right. I push the fire one.
Alright, so the fire one lights up. Again, nothing seems to happen.
Is the wind one
Wait.
still lit up?
Yeah, 2 of them are lit up now.
And the other one was what?
There's
Ice?
fire, ice, and wind.
You know what? I'm going for all 3. I'm pushing the ice button too.
Alright, so you push the last one. You would
Die.
see the pillar here glow brightly, suddenly letting out a burst of force energy. I need deck saves from everyone.
Oh no.
Didn't seem to like that combination. DC is 15 on this.
Work harder.
Whew, I made it.
Pardon me.
So 21 force if you failed, 10 force if you made it. As it just disperses a wave of force energy through the room. I think, Grinkle, you were outside the room, so you were not affected, right?
Yeah, I took off when I started those buttons starting to get pushed. I ran.
He's like a ruh-roh. You would, yeah, so the pillar still seems to be glowing pretty bright, but you would guess it used some of its energy to set off that trap. There might be a certain sequence you have to use to get whatever this is supposed to give you.
Let's check what we have around, because there may be some clues what we need to do. What is this thing?
That looks like a very old cauldron, probably used for mixing. At the moment, there's nothing in it. It's just kind of rusted and aged.
Hmm.
Can I scavenge to see if there's anything kind of salvageable from this?
From the exploded table, give me a perception or investigation. Try to figure that out. Alright, so you take a look, but it looks pretty thoroughly destroyed. You don't think this is going to be of any use.
Okay. So I clicked fire, wind, then ice.
No,
Oh.
wind, fire, ice.
Wind, fire, ice.
Oh, and
Let's
that's,
not-
you know what?
Let's not start
Try another
tweaking
one.
it while we're here,
Try another
right?
one. You got
So-
way better odds this time.
I apologize. Those art objects would have been destroyed by the blast, so you would not have those.
No, we put them in our bag, in the
Oh,
bag of
it's
holding.
too late. It's no takesies, backsies.
No.
Yeah, those would have been destroyed in the blast. I completely spaced on that, so those would be gone.
Yeah, I remember. But wait, Calrune, let's not press them just willy-nilly while everyone is here. Let's think about it.
Fine.
First of all, like there must be some sequence, like I don't know. At the worst case, we can all leave and you can set up, I don't know, your tiny hut and try to do it from.
In the best case, it's Kaladin pressing them, as he has the best
Yeah.
chance to get away.
I'll
Yeah,
just
exactly.
get out of here,
Yeah.
guys.
I don't know if
Got 9 tries.
maybe this is elemental related. I feel like I should know something about it.
Is it
But-
3? Then it's only 6 tries.
Yeah, I think the sequence is less because you know, two of them,
Yeah.
or they light up as you go.
Right,
But
right.
why don't we
So
do do we want to skip the break, or do we want to do a break? Because I know you guys missed some time.
Let's do a break.
All right, yeah, let's do a break then.
Do a 5-1 or something. Yeah, quick 5.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I wonder if there could be some reference because I see that there is a fireplace here, right? Which is fire.
Yeah.
And I see a cauldron here, which is water, I would assume. Can we somehow relate the sand to wind?
Of course, there's like a proper way to do it, but this is like funny.
What was the other one? There was ice,
Funny.
fire, and
Fire,
what?
wind.
Wind.
So we did wind, fire, ice.
Elrune already has done first one.
All right, everyone back.
Yeah.
back.
We have
I'm
done.
So what are we gonna do?
We gotta try all 6 possible combinations, one by everyone leaving the room. And next one is Rob.
All right. Who's pressing the
Let's go.
buttons?
I'm getting
Yeah,
out of the room.
get out of the room and Calroom, just explain me what means what, because I'm gonna press water, ice, and fire.
Hold on, Carter is still in the room. Can you move it?
Sorry, he left. I promise.
Yeah.
All right, so you
Yeah,
moved
then
No,
outside.
you're really
Nil, don't
risking it.
stand in the doorway and maybe
Yeah,
close
you,
the door.
you want the flames to die right before your face.
All right, so what are you pressing?
I'm pressing water, ice, fire.
Wind,
Wind.
ice, fire.
Oh, I mean wind, ice, fire, yes.
All right, so there is another explosion from the
I love this, by the way.
middle of the room, doing 29 force damage unless you deck save. All right, so you would make it, luckily, just barely. So you would take.
And I take no damage. Because I cover it with my shield.
With your shield.
Yes.
Oh, because you made it, right? All right, so you put your shield up,
No.
blocking the damage.
Well, winner
Next.
stays
No,
on,
you're up.
right?
Stay-
Go ahead and
Next.
think the ability.
You're up, Nil.
Okay.
Get in there.
Well,
Sure. Do that.
Come on.
before we go in, I'm gonna
Wait.
cure wounds myself.
Agreed to this. Get in there.
I did.
All right, so you cure
and then
wounds. Yep.
Yeah, and then I will use my free daily cast of False Life.
Okay.
Does that take a spell slot?
No.
All abilities.
All right, so you
No,
channel
that's my
some
thing.
false life, giving yourself
Yep.
shielding.
You get the right code though.
Is the
No, you get
column
the right
still
code.
glowing?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna go
Notice-
in there and I will press ice, wind, fire.
All right, so there is an explosion.
I love this so much.
Uh,
Alvin,
doing-
you're up next.
I need a deck
That's
save.
greed. That's greed.
Get the lineup going. Who's next?
So I
But
need.
Probably
each one has
Severity.
better chance.
All right, so luckily you do make it, taking 11 force damage.
Ooh. Okay. Cool.
Paladin.
Cool.
Yep.
I'm gonna go up, high five Kaladin on the way past.
Yeah, tag him out.
All right,
Yeah.
hang
Well,
on
luckily-
a sec. As you are walking over
Oh.
there, let me check something.
Like every monster in the building's coming because it just heard like 6 explosions go off. Is that what's happening?
Well, the door across the room is going to suddenly open. I would need initiative
Ah.
rolls.
Push the button! Push the button! Okay, don't forget which ones we pushed.
I
Okay.
haven't written that.
I will
This is-
roll
this is
initiative
so
and I will
funny, though.
use my ability.
Oh, I love them.
Go ahead and link
Can
your
you,
ability, whatever you're using.
how many buttons can you press per round and what action?
Well, as
Takes
an
an action to
action, you
press
can
one button.
press all the buttons.
we
This
already know ones that definitely don't work if you want
once
to
per
sacrifice.
day on initiative.
Exactly.
On initiative roll ability that I'm using.
Okay.
Regain all expended focus points, and
Oh, wow. What?
regain a number of hit points equal to your monk level plus the number
So-
rolled. So a D8 plus
Wow.
6.
So you would see the doors suddenly slam open across the room as 2 very large skeletons are pushing inward.
Our friends.
Push the buttons, Cal. Push the button.
Alright, so they do not look friendly. The first act is going to do all of our initiatives correct.
Yep.
Okay.
I need to roll
one,
for
two.
Carter.
Is Carter in there? Just Carter. Yeah.
All right. So the first act is going to be. It's going to be nil. So you see this happen. I guess you don't see the creatures yet, but you might see a look of concern on Kaladin's face as he is about to move in to press the button.
Yeah, I think he's chickening out of pressing the button. I just did it. Okay, you can't. And then
As you guys high fived, you just heard the boom. The
Yeah.
door blew open.
Okay, so I move forward 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, they are there.
They certainly are. They're very large and they look angry.
Okay.
Lou, how often as a dungeon master do your players just go for the blow up 5 times in a row rather than figure it out?
How often do they blow themselves up on this trap?
Like instead of trying to figure it out, like how often do you see that
More
kind
often than you'd think.
Okay.
Love it.
I'll go here.
The brute force.
The only
method.
problem is they do make a lot of noise by
favorite thing.
continuously blowing up the trap, which makes a bunch of
Yeah,
checks.
totally makes sense. I didn't think about that one.
I am going to cast a fireball. Oh no, I can't because it's near the thing.
Yeah, it'll absorb it. I
Oh,
learned that.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I learned.
Shouldn't have told him.
No.
I mean, that's good you
You're
remember.
You're right. That thing needs a good charge up with how many times we expanded it.
That's true. And you need to recharge the trap now.
Did Joseph tell you?
Alright, so what are you gonna do?
Can't really get in range. I don't really want to just keep running. I don't know if turn undead's actually that useful.
Would I not have sensed these things coming with tremor sense?
What's the distance of tremor sense?
60 feet.
That's a good question. I mean, you may have just sensed them kind of coming towards the edge. So, yeah, I guess you would have heard them coming down the hall. But, I mean, they were basically right there, as you would have sensed them.
Maybe also we spent more than 10 minutes there looking around.
No, I'd say tremor sense is still going. So you would sense that they are over here. You'd probably see them just as they were coming down the hall there. You would feel them. Maybe yell, watch out, or something.
Monsters!
Something's
Can
coming.
I ready my turn undead until Rob moves up?
Yeah, you can ready a turn as an action.
Yep, I will do that then. So we'll do
Alright, so
that,
you
so
ready
it's
to
turn
cast Turn Undead when Rob moves into the room, he said?
Yeah, when he moves up near me, yep.
Alright, Grinkle.
Tough call. If we're not just, are we just blowing it? Are we blowing it? Okay. 15. Oh, I meant to go here. 5, 10, 25, 20, 25, 30.
Remember, you can't take hard corners diagonal, just FYI.
Oh, okay, I think I have 10 feet left anyways. 5,
Yeah,
10,
that's
15,
fine.
20, 25, 30, 35. So I'll go there anyways. I'm out
Okay.
of movement now, okay? Get in the room. And then... Let's see. This one's been blown up 4 or 5 times. Okay. You know, without magic, I'm not sure what much to do. So we're gonna start by classic. We'll give everyone some temp HP before this fight starts because we've all just been blown up. So we'll go with where is it? We lose it on this new one. There it is, mantle. Oh. Boom! 8
Alright.
temp HP to everyone but Carter again. Sorry, Carter.
So you have 8 temp, and you can reaction to move if you want.
That's right, and you can reaction move right now, either Rob, Paladin, Nil, or Calroom. Hey, takers, 3, 2.
I will definitely reaction move.
Yeah, go
1,
ahead.
2, 3,
No OPs, I know it doesn't matter, but
4. Can I use jumping as or as part of my reaction move?
yeah.
I assume so,
Oh.
unless it has to be done on your turn or something.
Just as you're moving, Rob, I'll say, don't go in front of me if you can. I'm gonna shoot him.
Alright, so that would use
no
your
cover.
reaction if you want to try to turn them nil. Do you want to do it, or are you gonna not do it?
Nil?
Said he wanted to, might have just stepped away for a sec.
No, yeah,
Okay.
I can
Oh,
do.
sorry.
Yeah, I think I wanted to wait until after the turn, but yeah, that's fine. I can do it. I've already readied it, so it's used.
Well,
But
you
yeah.
can choose to not do it. You'll just lose the reaction. Because technically, you haven't used your reaction yet. Readying action
Okay,
doesn't
so-
use your reaction. It just gives
Okay.
you the ability to use your action to trigger your readied action.
Okay, so I would
Oh, okay.
use my channel divinity. I'd still have that.
Well,
is
if
that-
you didn't reaction to do it now, then yes. Or yeah, because it's not the same as spell casting, because you don't have to concentrate to ready the energies. You would just ready them as a reaction, because it's more instantaneous.
Okay, yeah, I won't then. I'll just
All right, so you let the
Okay.
moment pass. Is that it for
Yeah.
you, Grinkle?
No, I'm just gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Light crossbow from far. Oh, big
Alright, so
fumble.
yeah, you just
Hit Rob
dink.
in the back of the head.
Right in the back of the head.
Well, that'll be it. Then I think I'm there. 10 HP. Yeah, all good.
All right.
Thank you.
Kaladin.
Huh.
I'm
Well,
so tempted to put critical failures into the game. I really want to. Go ahead. What are you gonna do?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
So my arms should still be active from the last fight, right? It lasts for 10 minutes.
Yes. I believe it's only been about 7 minutes or so. It's getting close because you searched all those guys for essence.
Okay. Well, for my first attack, that's within 15 feet. So I'm gonna see if I can grapple him. So let's do an unarmed strike for my first attack.
All right. AC 17. That is gonna miss. So it dinks his armor with the first attack.
Okay. I really want to grapple this guy, so I'm not gonna attack with my weapon. Second attack is also gonna be an unarmed strike.
All right. So 22 is going to hit.
Okay, so here's the damage for the attack, and I changed
Uh,
it to display as force.
Okay, so it is doing force. All right, so 7 force damage.
And to avoid the grapple, he needs to succeed on a DC, either dexterity or strength save. 15.
All right, he is definitely using strength. Oh, and of course he's not whispering. I don't know why a bunch of my monsters aren't. By the way, he has magic resistance.
Fair
course.
enough.
Not gonna help him with a grapple.
No, it's
hopefully.
not going to help with the grapple. I actually just clicked that to check if that was working. Okay. So a strength save. What's the DC?
15.
Oh, so he is going to make it with a +5. He's strong.
Yeah, I assumed he was strong. We're gonna go ahead and flurry of blows, and instead of doing an actual attack, I'm gonna force him to try to avoid another grapple.
Alright, so you attempt...
Can you even grapple him if he's huge?
He's not
large.
huge. He's large.
He's large. Okay, so he has to make another strength save. +5. He is going to make it once again, just kind of ripping the arm off as you wrap it around him.
Okay, one more.
Alright, one more. Strength save. Yeah, that is going to succeed as well. Again, just tearing through the watery arms.
Okay, I tried.
All right, anything else?
I will. I don't want to get absolutely pummeled. I think I'm going to move back. I'll just move back one step. We're good.
Okay. Cal Ruin.
All right. I am going to move up to about right here.
Yeah.
And the guy in front, I am going to use Scorching Ray. Or
Alright.
not Scorching Ray, excuse me, Ray of Frost. Ray of Frost.
Alright. So you blast him with a ice attack, or at least attempt to. 21 will strike him as the frost freezes up his armor a bit. I believe it slows him, and he is going to take 5 cold. Alright, anything else?
That's gonna be it. His speed is reduced by 10 feet, so he's slowed. Yeah.
Okay. So
That's gonna be it.
end your turn, Robert.
Robert is gonna step up. Remind me, how did it work? If I turn my damage into fire by activating my sword, does it so include plus 1d6 of fire damage? So would it be damage, weapon damage?
It would just be
plus
all fire damage.
Okay. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna just do use
So-
my bonus action.
Your sword glows for a moment. I think this is the first time you're doing this, right?
Yeah.
As it just bursts into complete flames, the metal seemingly disappearing as you now just have almost like a lightsaber of fire.
That's awesome.
So give me a second.
Oh, and your light is going to increase to 30 feet. How much light you're giving off.
Yes. And now I'm gonna make 2 attacks on him.
Alright, so you swing at the armored foe. AC 17. Oof. Alright, so the first attack, unfortunately, he is going to dodge. But a 21 will connect on the second, burning him for 14 points of fire damage.
Yes. And now I'm going to action surge.
Alright, so you move quickly, taking 2 more attacks. Alright, yeah, stepping in, you cut through his armor, burning him again. Sapping him for 16.
1 more attack.
Yeah, 23 connects again. Burning him for another 15.
Yep. And I'm done.
Alright, so that is it for you. The creature is going to use his bonus action to attempt to overrun you. So I need a strength or athletics, your choice, to contest his overrun. Okay, so he does a strength check, because he does not actually have athletics. So he will beat you, moving 10, 15, 20 feet.
Wait, just a second. Question. I there is is there a DC here? Can we?
No, it's just
Is it a skill with DC that I have to beat in this case?
It's opposed. So he rolled a 23 on his strength check, and you rolled a 16. So he defeated your score.
was just wondering if this thing would help because it is a little bit. I'm not sure. Let me link it to you.
Sure, I'll take a look. Let's see. I mean, it is technically a fail. Yeah, I mean, it's technically a failure. So if you want, you can.
I will try.
All right. So a D10 to your roll. You need to beat a 23. Oh, good roll.
Yes.
So that would be a 25. So yes, you managed to keep him back. So he. Oh, why didn't he just do this? I don't even read my abilities. All right. So he's going to do his
awesome.
marauding charge ability, which is an action, which does allow him to move through your square. I don't know why I didn't just do that first. That is one of his recharge ability. So he uses that, and he is going to move his movement without provoking oppies. I think he can only get to here. Let's see, yeah, 30 feet. Just because I don't want you guys to think I'm cheating, I will show you the ability.
I believe you.
I was just reading that and I'm like, wait, why didn't I just do that? You know, Rob
Assuming
wants
it
to
does
see
damage.
it. Rob's like, let me see that. Let me see that ability. There you go. It's all you know, appropriate. Not just making up
No.
abilities on the fly. I promise. All right, so
With
yeah.
it being slowed, can it make it all the way that distance?
So with 10 feet less, that would be exactly 20 feet here. That's what I kind of was taking into effect, because that 30 feet of movement. So it is going to... Yeah, it doesn't get attacks from it. It just gets to kind of charge.
Makes sense.
So it gets to there, and it's going to turn around and attack Rob at disadvantage. I guess it has disadvantage anyway from the thing you did. So scimitar attack. Natural 1, so it's going to miss with the first. And you are blurry, right?
Yep.
Alright, so it gets frustrated by the blurriness, and it's going to turn around and attack your ally, Nil. With a second scimitar attack. But luckily, that is going to miss as well. Alright, the second one goes. He's going to come down the hallway to here. He's going to attack Rob with flank. So scimitar attack. First one is going to miss with disadvantage. What's your AC? 20. Second one is going to strike with a 21. So Rob, you are hit for 22 slashing. As a massive sword cuts into your shield, hurting you from the force of the blow. So that's it for him. Carter.
Carter is going to.
He's like, I should have ran up with everyone else. And he's going to run up.
Yeah, I don't think he got the reaction because he didn't get the.
Oh, right. Sorry, that's right. You only get 4, so that makes sense.
There shouldn't be any cover for range attack from here, right?
There is. You'd have to be one more over to avoid all cover, because right now
that should be fine.
Yeah. So there would be no cover.
And he will throw javelins.
All right.
Javelin number 1.
No, 13 is going to miss, just kind of hitting his armor and falling to the ground.
What javelin number 2?
No, same thing.
Blast.
Anything else?
That's all for Carter.
Okay.
Oh well, actually no. He will use a bonus action to second wind for 3 hit points.
All right.
Well, what's his level? It says 1d10 plus the creature's level.
I want to say, if you look at his sheet, it should say his challenge. So 6. So he has 9. All right, Nil, what are you gonna do?
Cool. I will true strike the guy in front of me.
Okay. So you bring your weapon down. Yeah, 26 will strike him. Doing
And then I will
17 radiant. All right.
and I will be using one of my
That's going to
things
give him a
because it's a
second
large.
level of wound.
Yeah, because it's a larger, smaller creature. I'll use one of my things
Oh, sick.
to knock him prone.
Okay.
Very cool.
So you use your one of your charges, knocking him to his knees. All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Grinkle.
Okay, how does just quickly shooting things when they're prone, is that disadvantage?
That is disadvantage. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I would like to.
You know what?
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
say
well.
since he is a giant, you could still just do a normal target on him. So no
Oh, okay.
disadvantage.
Okay, cool. Okay, I think this turn what we're gonna do is we'll just look at raw. Oh, here I'll just move. Is my line? Do I have good line of sight here? Where do I have on this dude?
You have to be
Can I
here
this
to
up
get
then?
no cover.
I'll do that. 5, 10. Right here, 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
And then before I shoot, I'll just give Rob a bardic. Wait, normal bardic.
What do you yell
Rob.
to him?
Rob, you're getting messed up. Here's some paint.
It's very
Big blob of
inspiring.
paint hits you in the back of the head. Get a D8.
All right. So
A
you
roll
have
of some kind.
You are inspired
And
by
then
his paint for whatever reason.
you feel very inspired. And we're just gonna shoot this guy. True strike.
Does it give me some temporary HP, or it's not this one?
Oh.
That...
Just a bardic. Yeah, no.
Okay, gotcha.
Just the dice.
And so here we go. True strike.
Oh, no. That's just going to
9.
explode off his armor.
And I'll just
What
put back
else?
a bit where it was.
Alright, so remember this was
20,
difficult
30,
terrain.
25.
So that would be
Oh, okay,
less.
then I think I'm just here.
Alright, that is it for Grinkle, I believe.
Yeah.
Kaladin, what are you going to do?
Okay. Well, I got a prone target in front of me. So, I
Fuck him up.
think... yeah. So
Fuck him
first,
up.
I will short sword attack at advantage.
Alright, 19 is going to strike. Or wait, yeah, 19 will strike versus AC 17.
It should be advantage because he's prone, correct?
Yes, 24. You are correct.
That's max damage.
And that is piercing damage. So he takes
Yes.
6 from that.
Ooh, I see. He's a rat bastard.
Skeletons, in general, seem to be less affected by piercing and slashing.
Flaming sword for the win. Was a good choice.
Yeah. I'm wondering if I know some skeletons are vulnerable to bludgeoning. Maybe I should just try normal bludgeoning. So, I'll unarmed strike him, and this is just normal bludgeoning.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah, 22 is going to strike. You said
It
that's
says force,
bludgeoning?
but it's doing 10 bludgeoning.
Alright, so bones crack as you deal 20 points of damage.
Holy! Okay, and he needs to make a save.
He is at
For the
3
grapple.
levels of wound.
That is awesome. Why didn't I try that before?
I love it the day you make the macro to just say force and you turn it back to bludgeoning.
Yeah, I know. It's very nice.
So you said strength save.
Yes. First is
He
DC
will
15.
fail, so he is grappled.
Yes. Okay. So even though it's just piercing, because I attacked with the short sword, I do get a free dagger attack. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it.
Oh.
It's 15.
All right, 15
because of
is
advantage.
not enough. You just nick
Alright,
his
and
armor.
then for my bonus action, I will
He has
flurry of blows.
blinding with me, by the way.
Huh?
he has flanking with me.
Oh, that's true. So 17 would be enough. That would hit
Okay.
the nick. So 5
So 5.
piercing. Okay.
Yep. And for my bonus action, I'll flurry of blows since I've gotten it. I can do double damage. So we're gonna do these are bludgeoning damage.
All right.
24?
24 will strike with the first attack. For 14, and that is going to bring him down.
Boom. Amazing. I still have one attack left for my flurry of blows. So I will, I'm assuming that's 10, 20, and I have reach, so I can attack him from here. And I
Yeah.
will do my last unarmed strike.
All right, now 15 is going to hit his armor.
Fair enough.
All right, anything else?
That will be all.
All right, Calroon.
Alright, I'm going to do the same thing I did to the other guy, and I'm going to use Ray of Frost.
All right, so you blast a ray of frost towards him. Yeah, 25 will strike him, dealing 9 cold and causing him to become slowed slightly. All right, anything else?
I want to step up here.
So you step north, ending your turn. Robert, you are once again blurry.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna hit this guy. First of all, I will use my second wind to heal.
All right, not taking any chances. You second wind, gaining 16, feeling a bit better.
Then I'm gonna attack this guy.
All right.
Uh,
You get 2 second winds per short rest, right? That's how that works now.
3.
Oh, 3. Okay.
But, well, he doesn't get them all on a short rest, though. He only gets 1 back on a short rest.
Yeah, he gets so he can store up to 3.
Yes.
On a long rest, he gets them all. Okay. So 26 will strike, burning him with your flaming sword. For 14 fire.
17.
Or 17, okay.
Second attack.
Alright, yeah, 26 will land again as you burn him for another 16. Alright.
Yes.
Good rolls.
And this time I'm going to spend a security dice to do goading attack.
Alright, well, he looked like he was coming for you anyway, but just to make sure. Okay, anything else? Well, actually, let me do a wisdom save.
And doesn't that add damage?
So he is going to fail the wisdom save with a -2 and be goaded by you.
Just so he doesn't get any second thoughts.
Alright.
And he takes extra 3 damage, I think, from that, right?
Yeah, I got that already, the D8. Alright, so I'm guessing that's it for Robert.
Yep.
So the skeleton goes. He will be attacking you, bringing his large scimitar to bear. Luckily, it will be a disadvantage, both for the sap and for your blurriness. Oh wait, these guys make 3 attacks. Oh, it was 2. First attack, a hit becomes a miss thanks to your blurriness. Second attack, that would hit and becomes a -1 or becomes a natural 1, missing. And that turned a crit into a hit. So he does strike you with a 22 on his third attack. Luckily, it does not crit thanks to the blurriness. So you are struck for... that was a terrible damage roll. 10 points of slashing damage. and he will end his turn there. Carter.
Carter is going to 10, 15, 20. It would be 25, 30 to get to here, right?
Yeah.
And now he can successfully throw javelins over his friend's shoulder.
Alright, so he grabs the javelins on the floor, hurling them at this thing. Oh, but no, once again, the armor blocks the first throw. 18 will strike with the second, however. Doing
Huzzah!
4 points of damage as the bones seem less
Huzzah!
effective.
This guy even injured? I don't see any indication for that.
Yeah, he has 1 level of wound. Alright, anything else, Carter?
That's all he can do.
Next round, nil.
He's holding the line.
Cool. I'll go. There's 10, 20. Okay.
Oh, alright, so you step up.
I
Team.
will true strike.
Alright, so your Radiant Axe is once again brought to bear, but he is going to block that.
Okay. Yeah, that's it for my turn.
Alright, Grinkle.
Hey. If I'm here, do I ignore cover from Rob, like over his shoulder? Yeah,
Yes.
in that corner. Yeah, we'll do that. Move up.
However, unfortunately, I think Nil is still providing cover.
Okay, and then if I'm like here, it also doesn't. There's cover.
No, because then these both would be giving cover.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it doesn't matter. So I'll just go like. Where can I pick here instead? It's all the same. Oh, I'm blocking cover.
Alright, so you fire up and over them, attempting to get a high shot. You doing True Strike as well?
Of course. 24.
Nice.
Yeah, that is going to hit. Hitting
Strike,
for-
and then a D6 for sneak attack.
What's the D6 for?
Sneak attack.
Oh, sneak, right. So 5, so 2 points of piercing. Or wait, no, that's radiant, right? True Strike. So
Sorry, it didn't roll damage, so it'll be 8, 12, plus the 1 sneak attack. Radiant.
13.
13. 12 radiant, 1. I guess the sneak attack's also radiant. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Yeah, but so the damage is 2 plus 6. What's the extra 4 for?
Just like my charisma?
Well, what's the plus 6 then?
So I rolled a 2, and then I have a charisma bonus of +4, right? And then I
Could
have
you
a
link
light
the-
crossbow +1, and then I have ammo +1, so that's
He has a magical weapon, charisma 4, so that's 6. He rolled 2, that's 8.
Could
Scaling
you,
from
link
D6.
True Strike, please?
Sure.
Because I think it replaces. It doesn't add, unless I'm wrong about that.
there's nothing getting added on there. It's replaced. So I'll link.
He has +1 ammunition
I have
and plus.
+1 crossbow and +1 ammunition. Plus charisma bonus is +6.
Okay,
I rolled a
so
2.
the
Make it
4 is your
And then-
charisma bonus, right?
Yep.
You rolled a 2.
Yeah.
So what's the 6 damage? That
Okay,
should
so
be
the
2.
other 2 is light crossbow and ammo.
Yeah. That's 2. Where's the other
That's
4 coming
6.
from?
The charisma, that makes 6.
No.
And then I
you
rolled
a
the 2 to do 2.
Yeah, you rolled
Yeah.
a 2, you get +2, that's
Yeah.
4, and then you get another +4 is 8. Then +1 is 9. You're doubling your charisma bonus.
So, Lou, my light crossbow damage, it says 8, right? It
Yeah.
says 8, light crossbow +1. That's rolling a 2 plus
If-
charisma plus damage from the +1 ammo and crossbow. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but you rolled a 2 on your damage there.
Yeah, plus.
So 2
Okay,
plus...
whatever you like, Lou. I don't know how to explain this anymore.
I
Okay,
don't know.
look, let me explain. Let me explain. Imagine he just rolls crossbow
Okay,
damage
You know
from
what?
charisma.
Here. So we got +4 for charisma, +1 for
Yes.
your weapon, +1 from your ammo. That's your...
And
That's
do that.
+6.
Yeah, so that's
That's the
+6.
+6. Yeah,
Okay.
+2 from the roll.
Now you rolled a
That's
2, and you rolled +6, so that's 8.
That's
So
8.
we're at 8
Yes.
now. And then you got +1
Yeah.
is a 9.
From sneak attack.
So you
Yes.
have 9 damage.
And then my true strike damage
No.
is the radiant.
True strike scales.
Yeah, true strike is a
cantrip
D6.
from level 5 as
Already-
like booming.
Okay. So the +4 up there was your plus for your charisma, right? And then +1 for your weapon, +1 from your ammo.
No. Grinkle, can you link?
It?
Can you link True Strike?
I mean, I'm trying to find this
I have-
extra
I-
+4
I linked
damage
it.
bonus you keep pushing on
It
me,
is
but-
from 1d6 because he's level 5 and it's a cantrip. Grinkle, can you link
It
True Strike?
doesn't. I don't see you rolled a
I keep
plus
linking it, but it's
D6
not linking it
anywhere. I see
properly. I'll go
1d8
find.
plus 6. I don't
Wait,
see a D6 unless
Here,
you
I
here,
will-
didn't.
I can try doing it again, so it makes a little more sense.
Wait,
here.
wait,
So what I do is I do the light crossbow, right? Like baseline with
Yeah.
true strike. This is how much it would hit for. Okay, no damage done yet, right?
Yeah. No, that I didn't have a problem
Then
with the
we-
attack. The attack you rolled was
Right.
fine.
So then true strike is
Yeah.
a D6
Second part of what I posted.
damage.
Cantrip upgrade.
It's a
True
D6
strike gives
damage.
you an extra D6, which you never rolled a D6 by the way in that last
Yeah,
damage.
it's the 4. It says true radiant damage 4, true strike bonus damage
It should
radiant.
be D4, D6, and you have it flat 4. I think that's the problem.
That's
True
the
strike
problem
bonus
here.
damage should be D6 and not 4.
When I
Here,
do
Lou.
this. Because on my thing, under cantrip spell, here, I'll hit 1d6 again. 1d6 again. 1d6 again. 1d6. Same thing every time.
It doesn't say Okay.
It doesn't
It just
say it's
displays
rolling,
it.
it's just putting numbers. So maybe
Yeah,
that's
weird.
the output.
Okay.
Okay. So that might be the misunderstanding then.
So the problem is because it said it didn't roll a 4, it just had 4.
Yeah, which was
Okay,
equal to
so
your.
that
Like it was a
was a
bonus.
misunderstanding. I thought it was doing a bonus damage for
A
your
flat, yeah.
charisma. Because it doesn't say 1d6. I don't know why it's displaying as a 4 when every other roll says 1d whatever. So that's just, I don't know
That
why
would be
they did that.
the
Okay.
game.
The new sheet is whack. It's crazy.
Okay. So that's that was the so the 4 is the d6 roll, that is not the bonus. I see. Okay. So got it. 8 what was the 8 plus 4 plus 1 sneak. Okay. So there it goes, 13. Glad we got that figured out. Okay. So that would put
Ding.
him to 2 levels of wound. Okay, what else?
And I don't think I have any more bonus. Let me just quickly double check. The magic won't work here. Yeah, okay. No, that's all for now. Thank you.
Alright. See if you have a chance, see if there's a way you could get that to display as a dice roll instead of just putting a number. I have no idea.
The
what
new
this-
sheet, Lou, makes so little sense to me. I don't know how to do any macros on this thing. Like,
Alright. Kaladin. What are you gonna do?
I don't even know how to
I'm
make it really good.
going to
That's
use
fine.
my unarmed strikes to do bludgeoning damage.
Alright, so you attack, flinging your watery arms over. That will knock off his armor on the first one. 18, yeah, that will strike with the second one.
Max damage, baby.
Doing 26. Which is going to knock him to a third level of wounds as the bludgeoning breaks more bones.
And I will flurry of blows as a bonus action.
Alright, so that is going to miss on the first.
Damn.
Oh.
Rolling straight fours over here.
Alright, so yeah, max damage, but those attacks would miss. What else?
I'm just gonna look at him really cross and end my turn.
Okay, Calroon. What are you gonna do?
Gabe, you there?
You got tired of us arguing about the true strike. You just left.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was muted.
Revive.
No, no worries.
I didn't realize I was muted. Sorry about that. I'm gonna do the only thing I really can do because I can't use any of my spells. Is I'm gonna use the cantrip Ray of Frost again. Try and hit him.
Alright, well, give me an Arcana check. You might realize something here. No, never mind. Sorry. Go ahead, you can do a cantrip. So 21 will blast him. Some frost, 12 cold. He is looking like he can't take much more as you re-up his slow. What else?
I'm actually probably going to take a few steps forward.
Okay, move up a bit. Robert, can you bring this thing down?
Yes. Let me do that. Yes. I'm gonna just attack him once again.
All right, flaming sword. So 19
24.
is going to strike, burning him for 14. Still up though.
Second attack.
Yeah, 27 connects again.
Sorry, previous one plus d6.
All right, yeah, takes another damage.
This one I'm re-rolling.
So 11 is going to bring him down, ending the battle.
Yeah.
All right, what do you want to do?
Okay. Back to the button.
Wait a second. Let's gather some essence before we do that, because those things will gonna spoil.
Blow up all the artwork again. Ross, let's go over here.
No, I'm good.
Let's go back here for a sec.
Get out of there.
Let's scroll up. Who's up next? Where's our chat?
I'm scrolling up. It's been a while.
I don't have it anymore.
We forgot. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Would I
Well,
still
yeah,
have my tremor
start from the
sense, or is
top.
that-
Hang on, what did you say, Calroon?
Would I still have my tremor sense, or is that all gone? Or that 10 minutes go?
I'd probably say it's gone at this point.
Okay.
Alright, what, you gonna do another combo?
I'd like to collect the essence or drag the skeletons out of the room, and then I'll collect the essence while they're doing the combos.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so
I'll
the
click.
skeletons probably weigh a bit too much with their armor to be dragged. Well, actually, what do they have? They
I am a strong big boy.
Oh, yeah, that's
Well-
right. What's your strength?
So my strength is 15, and because I have
You can drag
large
double.
bone.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So since they are just bones, I'll say you managed to drag the armor back out of the room.
Okay.
Could update our forge even more with more massive pieces of armor.
Yeah, or big armors.
Yeah, an extension.
Okay.
Okay, who's up? Do we have this there, Rob? I can't find it.
I've given the sequence. I just don't remember the names. But first was Calhoun. Next was me. I think next was.
I was up
It was
next.
me. No, I did the last one, and then it was.
We had tapped
Yeah.
in
Kaladin
Kaladin.
should be the fourth. Right? The fourth should be with Kaladin now. Fire,
We
wind.
have the. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was me, and then Carter.
All right.
Okay,
so-
Kaladin, you're up. FWI.
Okay. Carter, come out the room with us.
Yep. He'll go down here.
Are you alright adding that essence
love it.
tower in? Just to keep it with you.
oh
Starry?
yeah, is someone taking the essence?
Oh, I'm here. Yeah, what's up?
Can you take that
Essence.
essence to keep it with you? As the
Uh,
essence man.
Yeah, I'll take the essence.
Cool.
Okay.
The
Thank you.
skeletons, yeah. It's in the chat.
So which one are you doing?
Is it the fourth one? So fire,
Yeah.
wind, ice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you press the sequence.
I'm in tune to the elements.
There's
Shit.
an explosion,
How much-
force damage. Give
How
me
much
a dex
gold do you
save.
get?
Guys, trust me, I know a lot about elements. Okay.
No,
Not that much.
Not that much, I guess. So 17 force, as you are hit by a wave of energy.
Ouch. That kicked my ass.
Hey. Alright. Tagging you out. What if it's
Like,
You
none
got
of
a
these?
50% chance to succeed.
What if it's none of these? Okay. So I step in to touch these little buttons. Ice, fire, wind.
All right. So there is a click. As,
Ringfall.
a
And another
panel
explosion. I'm joking.
opens.
Yeah,
A bigger
triple the-
explosion.
Yeah. As a panel opens behind the fireplace.
I go, oh, it didn't work.
I need wish list rolls from everyone but Kaladin.
That's a D100, correct?
D20.
D20.
Oh, a D20. Come on, baby.
These high rolls.
Ah.
Okay, and that's everyone because Patchwork isn't here. So let's see.
I almost
Nil,
won with 8.
give me a sec.
It would have been so good.
Nil, if you want, please give me a D100 roll.
Nice.
Wait, why did Grinkle roll
Get it,
again?
baby. I was just,
Oh, alright.
so crazy.
Okay.
That's bad.
I think he said low numbers aren't necessarily bad.
Get it out, Rob. Just start swinging around. Get it out. Fuck.
Oh, I'm just playing with macros for another one.
Yeah, I made a bunch of new macros today. I got short sword, dagger. I have
Alright.
Eldritch Maw, short sword, dagger.
So you would see behind the panel there is some kind of amulet with the holy symbol of Moradin on it.
Oh,
Or I say no. I don't want to. Or do I know this is related to Nil?
What do you
With
mean?
the same symbol on him?
No, I don't think worships Moradin.
Okay. I guess. Should I grab it? I'm gonna grab it. Unless someone stops me, I grab it. Does
Alright.
it hurt me?
Do you worship any gods?
No.
Alright, so the symbol, yeah, you take it and it just looks like a holy symbol to Moradin.
Oh, okay. Oh, God, I got this holy amulet in here. You guys want to take a look? Anyone know what this is?
Yeah, I'll take a look. And identify
Okay,
it
here,
as
like a
well.
religious check or something.
So when you take the holy symbol, nil, the symbol will change to be that of your god.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, yeah, hey, whoa, it seemed to change when you touched it, Nelly. Why don't you hold on to it?
And
Okay,
you said
yeah,
you're going to
I'll-
identify it somehow?
Well, I
well-
have the spell, but
Yeah, when we have a
There's
break,
no-
I'll
yeah, well, we have a
identify
minute.
Then, but I will put it down.
Alright. So what do you want to do?
Cool. You think we're done pushing buttons, guys, and we should get out of this room?
I say we should push the last combination just to be safe.
That's a bold. You gotta
I
persuade
love
Carter to
that.
do
What
that.
if it's a
Science-
double lock? There's a better treasure in the last combo.
No, thank you. I don't think it's a good idea, but I like your scientific approach, Calvin.
I'm going to
Yeah.
spend some of my second wins.
You take a short rest,
Second
or do
wins?
we?
Oh,
Should we
yeah.
continue? Or is everyone okay?
No,
I've got 1 level in fighter now, so
I haven't lost any health yet.
that's 8.
We're good to go.
This is actually absolutely surprising how little health we have lost during those two fights.
Yeah, and
Uh,
getting blown up 6 times.
Lou, I realized that when I got exploded, I should have taken that off my temp. Is it okay if I remove my 8 temp and heal 8?
Yeah,
Since I would
that's
have
fine.
taken temp first.
Yep.
Rob, lead the way.
Okay, that'll be good for now.
Let's go check what's here.
yes.
Huh. Hey, I see someone. There is a guy. There is a guy here. I guess he already. Those skeletons found him before.
Yeah, there are more skeletons in the hallway. You would see a double door to the west and to the south.
I don't know what this guys. This always is bugging me. Like there is a dead end here. Like it really looks like there should be a door.
Did you delete Carter?
There's a door there.
Okay, does it look like a? Oh, okay, that's the door. Oh,
They're both
no, I mean
doors.
here.
He's
Okay,
saying there's
both.
one bolt.
Yeah, they're both
Yeah,
double
yeah, there's
doors.
just
It's
not that
just an
button
older
anymore.
map.
Okay.
We
So
check
those
one,
are
or
probably
we-
such a thing as doors.
How are we feeling, guys? Are we good?
Yeah.
Yeah, go open the door, man.
I said we go straight. Oh, we're going down.
Don't forget Carter, Cal.
Yeah, I think he was deleted off the map. Is it okay if I pull him back out,
I
or do you
think
want
he
me to
was
leave
here.
him off?
I
I think he
mean,
was here.
you're not. You don't need him for non-combat unless he's leading the way, right?
Yeah.
No, he's not leading. So we'll just wait until combat then.
Let's go check. Let's go check the western door first.
Yeah. And Rob, you have a bardic that's probably only lasting maybe 5 more minutes because it was in the middle of that fight.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna whistle and use it for performance.
Yeah. So I mean, just use it for something. Okay, they're not just to use for nothing. Okay.
I'm gonna activate Tremor Sense again.
Okay.
Oh.
And I'm gonna see if I can't feel anything on the other side of the door.
Okay, and remind me,
Call.
how many times a day can you tremor sense?
Proficiency.
Proficiency. All right.
Yeah.
No, you don't feel anything moving around in there. You do feel something somewhere above you, kind of in this direction. Several things, in fact.
So there's Goonies down south, but to the west we're clear.
Yes. Somewhere south and maybe in the ceiling somewhere. So maybe above you.
Guys, maybe like whoever is not opening the door, maybe just step away in case something blows up. Let's not get grouped together. I'll open the
Good
door.
idea.
Calroon, can you step away? Nell, you're welcome to join me if you want.
Yep. Yeah.
No, you can take the explosion.
Let's open the door.
Opening
Alright.
doors might be my favorite thing in this game.
Sure.
I-
That
Fun
is.
thing. It's so
I
funny.
stand a little bit closer.
And
Alright.
Luke could just blow us up whenever he wants.
It's true.
The magic of DMing.
So you pull the door, or pull at the double doors, but they appear to be locked on this side.
Great.
Oh.
Don't come in.
Axe it down.
My sleight of hand is pretty juicy right now, or my whatever I use.
So you're attempting to
Coming. These
pick
two.
the
With
lock.
some God's blessing, you should probably be able to do that.
Do I get
No,
my
you're gonna
glove?
bless
No.
with some guidance.
Can I do that for lockpick check? I can do.
Yeah.
thought
Well,
it
you
took
can
too
bless his sleight of hand or whatever it's called,
Yeah, sure.
and you would have
Is it
advantage,
thieves'
Crinkle.
tools or sleight of hand? I know it.
If you have proficiency in
My-
both, then you have advantage.
Okay. Well, just because my gloves of thievery works for sleight of hand, but thieves' tools is that different?
Well, you can use different skills with a tool. Usually, picking a lock is
Oh.
sleight of hand. But, like, for example,
Okay,
thieves'
okay.
tools can also disable traps, which could be a different role, like investigation or something.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, then if it's okay, can I do a sleight of hand check instead of?
Yes, and you would
Thieves'
do it
tools,
at
okay.
advantage, as again, because you have proficiency in both.
Oh, I hit it. Sorry. Here, let me do it again.
Alright, so
And then D4?
19 is going to be enough with the D4 to open the door.
Made it.
Revealing
We're all
another
up.
room that appears to be empty. Again, a bunch of bones in this room.
What's up with the pentagrams and skeletons, guys?
You would see some more magical markings on the floor over here.
Is this the same one as we had before, where Nil could not pass?
Yes, it looks like another seal for outsiders put on this door here.
Lyra, do you still have those dispel magics of yours?
Can I feel anything on the other side of this before we keep going on with that?
On the other side of the door here, no, you don't feel anything moving around.
Emerson. I like that term.
What about
a lot,
down here?
Down south, again, the only thing you would sense is something moving around over here.
Keep going west then, I guess.
I think we need to deal with this one because I don't think like last time you and Nil could not pass through. Like this thing is holding back.
Want me to like mage hand the door then or something?
I would rather just we try to dispel the rune here.
Okay, yeah.
I think Lyra was. I think Lyra had some dispel magics from what I remember. She was helping us with that.
Lyra would say I dispelled the other one, but I don't have another dispel for this.
I
So
do
we-
have one. I don't know if you want to use it for this.
What's
Do you? I don't mind.
I have a dispel, but it's my last 3rd level slot. We can take a short
I
break
got
and I can
two.
get that
I got
back.
2/3. I have 2/3, so maybe I'll do one then.
yeah? Let's try. I think we will have to
Yeah.
dispel it one way or another anyway.
Do I have to be next to it? No.
If we want to go past.
Yeah. Why not?
Alright,
I'm
so
in.
you're doing dispel magic.
Yeah. I wasn't here for what you guys are talking about here, but I imagine
So
in theory Grinko would have seen Lyra doing this and knows what's going on here.
this is higher than 3rd level. It would be a 5th level effect, so I need a spellcaster ability check, 10 plus your
Okay.
charisma. DC is 15.
Is there a way to buff it somehow?
if you have something that buffs ability checks.
You
And
got anything?
the guidance, does it help?
Oh,
No,
I can
guidance is
do
skill-based.
also. May as well. I've never done this, so here we go. Lucky advantage.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
So you have advantage.
You guys
on
know
this
I've had
roll.
that the forever. Did you guys?
The only other way you could buff it is by using an inspiration point. Give yourself a +2.
Let me see how many
As
of those I got.
inspiration points can be used on any roll, any check.
Is that those are story points? No, inspiration. Yeah, I got 4. I'll use one. Why not? I never use them either.
And advantage.
So
yeah,
you have
that's good.
advantage and
And
a
so-
+2.
And then you said charisma check, just straight charisma.
Yes. D20 plus charisma. Okay,
Uh-oh.
so you get a second roll.
Oh yeah.
Again at +2. 13 is not going to be enough, so your magic would fail to dispel the ward.
4 rolls. Bad rolls over here. Guys, it didn't work.
Well, shall we figure it out next
I've
game?
got one.
Yeah, kind
Yeah,
of.
we are at time. I was going to give you guys some
Okay.
more time, but I know that some people do have to leave. So why don't we just do MVP votes?
Nice try. Yeah, I've had that lucky feat forever, I think.
But it is very useful, especially when you really, really want to do something like when a saving throw or something like that.
Yeah, totally. I should have been using them. We doing? Oh yeah.
I got 3, 4. Okay, so looks like Kaladin with 3 votes. You are MVP. Congrats.
What? Thank you, guys.
Ooh.
I'm so inspired right now.
Yeah. So yeah,
My
any
water
comments
whip
on the
can
game?
feel it.
Things you liked or disliked? Go.
I love the button
no.
pushing.
That gets me going every time. That was good fight. Like not
I like
little encounters.
I like finding out halfway through the battle that I could have been dealing double damage.
Well, it doesn't. Maybe other skeletons weren't vulnerable. Maybe only those
I have a
ones.
feeling they all were. I was so used to doing force because, there's no reason to not do force because it's the best damage type in the game, but
Apparently not
Exactly.
always.
Unless you're fighting skeletons.
unless
Right.
you're fighting skeletons. It was fun.
Lou, is there a way to add this damage modifier to when you're rolling with a macro from token, or it can only be?
Wait, what did you say?
Because I have this weird thing, like when my 1d6 fire damage only works on one attack.
Yeah.
So only way for me to do it is to go into, and to properly do it, to go into my character sheet, click global modifier, then click damage, then unclick global modifier, click damage. Is there a way to somehow?
So you could make it easier by making a Roll20 macro outside of your character. There should be a button at the top of the screen. I think it's called Collection, like next to the journal. Do you see Collection?
Yeah. Yes.
So you can make macros and stick them on the bar, which will appear at the bottom of your screen. And those can just be buttons you put on your screen, and you can click those independent of your character sheet. So you can make one like fire damage or something and just make it 1d6. Another way you could do it is make a macro in your sheet. I can use the token macros thing to attach it to your token. Those would probably be the easiest ways if you didn't want to have to open your sheet.
Yeah, I rarely have to open it for like. Well, I could just roll it manually once, which I often do. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But the game, well, I think it was very good. I think I liked it, enjoyed it a lot.
All right, glad you liked it.
Yeah, no, I like these. What I wanted to, I guess, when we switched to the newer characters, we could have kept the old format, correct, of sheet, but with the 2024 guy.
Yeah, the only problem is you have to manually enter everything if you use the old sheet, because Roll20 in all its wisdom was like, oh, we're just going to associate the new powers with the new sheet. So you can't
New
pull
sheet's kind of
things onto the new sheet or onto the old sheet that are new powers.
okay. So like I could do it. It's just more work, is all you're
Yeah,
saying.
it would just
That
be
might. It seems
more
like
work.
every ability. It's
I
just that
mean,
there's always like a hiccup, like things don't get linked, and then like that
yeah,
D4, and like I don't know what's going
it's a
on.
shitty sheet. It was really bad. Roll20 did not do themselves any favors. It's
And
not a
that's
good.
Okay,
better than it was before, and it's still shitty.
Yeah, no, it's like leagues. Like when they first came out, it was completely broken, like unusably so. Now at least it works, but it's not very good. I mean,
right.
I guess it
Okay.
would be good if you're like a new person to play D&D. It's much more intuitive, but you can't do a lot of the ease of play stuff and some of the stuff like today where it
Right.
just for some reason didn't show a dice roll. It just showed a number, which is the first time I've
Yeah.
seen that. So,
No, like I just basic things like you can't even organize your like inventory. Like
yeah.
what?
It's I mean,
Very
hopefully
basic.
they'll get it someday to the level
Right.
of the old, but yeah, right now it's garbage. I mean, it's
Okay. I
usable, but
might work on that.
it's not great. Yeah.
Very cool. No, this is good stuff. I like doing this stuff.
Yeah. Glad
We're
you
a really
guys.
fun team. I really like our team and our characters, and we all work well together. And
Your group is very tactical. Probably one of the, if not the most tactical group I have.
as we push buttons 4 times in a row to blow up.
Well, even doing that, you had good ways to nullify the damage for some of you. I mean,
Yeah, true.
some of it was luck, but some of it was like people who could actually
Just
use things in favor.
Imagine when this first fight, if we haven't started like winning initiative, starting with the ranged attacks first. Like imagine someone was in the middle there
True.
being blown up.
Yeah, I think the
Gonna be
skeletons
dead.
could have hurt you a lot more if you didn't have the
Just
ability
get
to
that
block
lucky
them.
first shot. Yeah.
So, like, the fact that you could move Rob into position early probably saved you a lot of healing.
Yeah, very true. All right, cool. Well, cool. Excited for next week then again, and sweet.
Yeah,
My team.
yes.
See you next week.
Yeah, see you then.